Yeah, in this session also, we will continue the same topic, rise of related. Yes. So, rise of reports interface conversions. Convert. Conversion is some data is coming from other area to SAP. We have to check whether it is consistent, then it will accept it. If it is inconsistent, reject it simply. For that, we have to you have to validate first for accuracy. Okay, against with SAP standards. You have to check SAP supported date format, time format, SAP supported currency formats, quantity formats, lot of rules, SAP standards. So, if some data is coming from non SAP software through, we have to, if required, we will convert it and then upload it into SAP. That upload programs will write it in BDC, batch data communication, or we go with LSMW, legacy system migration workbench, or nowadays LTMC is also used. So that is, we'll start everything from the beginning to till date. What is the conversion process till date also we will discuss. Okay, begin to till date, complete. Then go to the next, after conversion we have RICE, E for enhancements. So enhancements is a separate technique where we have table enhancement, program enhancement, screen enhancement, menu enhancement, everything. Okay, enhancement. This enhancements is a tool. SAP provided special provision, special facility is this. This is only seniors only can work on this because lot of care must be taken while performing the, because you are working on the standard SAP. Enhancement always to uh, enhance the standard SAP program or screen or menu or table. For that we use customer user exit, customer exit, BTs and baddies. And there is an enhancement framework is there, implicit, explicit, everything we have to study to till date completely. Next, we have a forms. Forms, okay, forms are basically used for printing. That is your spool work process comes into picture here. Initially, SAP started script forms, then later on smart forms, nowadays Adobe forms. Adobe Forms, PDF forms, or interactive forms. These are all the ways we use it. So the Adobe forms are latest. Adobe forms are used in this area also, BTP level also. Use that. Yes. The WebDim Pro also uses Adobe Forms. Yes. Okay, latest. So, but we'll study all the three in a sequential way. Then next, workflow. W for workflow. Workflow is user to user communication, how you can send, receive mails or attachments or any kind of data automatically, the mail configuration, and there is a monitoring techniques. Lot of workflow scenarios are there. Workflow is a very important evergreens this one area. Workflow started at this level basically after whoops through only this workflow came into picture, because everywhere we are working on classic and whoops integration is there everywhere. So we have to learn a classic in depth. At the same time, equally important, whoops also in depth. So both, but general tendency is all ABAPers are good at normal classic, but equally importance is whoops also equally importance. Okay, yes. Then next, we will study the comparative study also. Yes, later. Then after having classic and whoops, both features are used in HANA ABAP also. Yes, both. That's why we cannot bypass. In between, what happened? Actually, there is a one concept called as ABAP also followed new syntaxes model. New syntaxes are nothing but yes. So we will study 7.5, 7.50 actually. Yes. NetWeaver. Okay, release onwards. Some okay ABAP new syntaxes are introduced. Okay. Yes. Syntaxes were introduced. So nowadays you have to know what was the 7.5 before syntax, 7.5 onwards, what is the new syntax. So syntax is a kind of rules to develop the program. Old syntax rules, new syntax rules. Yes, how these keywords are, what are the new keywords introduced, new way of yes, even if you go to Google, they will directly type ABAPers. If they did not remember, they will go to ABAP 7.5, 7.5 new syntax. Simply, yes, this is what. See, this is that means it readily people are typed it here. Quick reference, new syntax reference, SAP community. So this new syntax is also we have to learn it. Yes. But if you want to, yes, you old syntax, new syntax. See, they have given comparative study, old, new. You can bookmark immediately because whatever, yes, old and new. See, learn that too. Community from SAP means this is a kind of one type of authorized way. Yes, complete explanation also given here, old and new syntaxes. So first we will go to, we will introduce old first, later we will introduce new also. Finally, we will see the comparison. Because the problem is directly new, we cannot introduce. If I introduce new, then if you find old syntaxes, you will get confused. So why it takes time is 6 months time, this much efforts required is because if SAP introduce something, one syntax is there that is used everywhere. Somewhere you will get a statement called as obsolete, no longer used, no longer. But it is ABAP is a yes. There is a one word called as ABAP is upward. ABAP supports upward compatibility. Yes, ABAP supports. What is the meaning of upward and downward? Yes, compatible. Okay, check it out. See, compatibility is nothing but mm, upward compatible, downward. Suppose, like there is a old editor 3.x, 4.x, 4.7, ECC, and all, and HANA onwards. Like some syntax, old syntax, something introduced, even that is allowed till today also. Till latest editor, you can write it. That is, if something is introduced by SAP, till today that is allowed because upward compatibility it will support. That is old syntax code. Yes, old mm, syntax code is allowed in current latest version. Okay, but you may get hardly one absolute warning message. Obsolete. Okay, yes, but it is not vice versa. What is downward compatibility? Downward means reverse. If something is introduced in HANA ABAP that I want to go and write it in old editor, old version editors, that is not supported. You cannot go in a reverse, always a forward approach. Okay, this is your type of introduction. So, with this, we are working on these areas completely. Workflow concept introduced after whoops, then workflow is supported by BTP also. In BTP, workflow is there. Once you are thorough in the basic workflow concepts, then only you can work with workflow at BTP level. So nowadays, at least if you are good at till HANA ABAP, is enough to attend the interviews. Okay, they may ask questions on new syntaxes also. Yes, because why it takes lot of time and efforts? Because I have to introduce everything. If we miss something, you are confused. Yes. So we have to. That's why it is time taking. Lot of time taking. Okay, everything. We have to introduce older things at one step. I have to tell that this is old. Then, if it is old, then question arises: what is next? What is replacement of? Which is replaced by what? That comparative study also you have to know that. Okay. Yes. This. Okay. Right. Then coming back to that, SAP given once you, if you look at what was the migration, you remember what was the migration earlier? We initial days I told you SAP R3 to R3 to ECC. That is earlier R3 to initially it was Enterprise Edition, Enterprise Edition to ECC Enterprise Core Component. This was the way SAP migrated. After ECC, what happened? SAP HANA came. Yes, HANA came. Nowadays, lot of companies are still into ECC versions only they are using. But they were not into Enterprise Edition. Mostly everyone is migrated from 2005 to till date. ECC is still going on. That is almost, yes, 20 years completely. This is there, right? ECC, yes, is there. Okay, there are a lot of enhancement packs came because to avoid that upgrade projects, they introduced that enhancement pack 1, 2, 3, HP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, HANA and S4 HANA extension to that HANA and S4 HANA also, yes, introduced. But SAP made one statement that a lot of food, they told initially by 2020 you have to migrate to everyone need to migrate to HANA. But again it was extended 2023, 25, now 27. SAP made statement that nowadays migration projects are more in the market. What is migration? Migration is ECC to HANA migration. It is a kind of within SAP. That's why we can call it as a kind of upgradation from lower version to the higher version, older version to the latest version. Yes, that is because what exactly the major changes happened. So if you want, you go to the Google. Yes, lot of stuff is there in the market. Go to Google, SAP migration. Yes, migration is tools or steps or objects or projects. See, these are all the already searched. Our people already searched. So if you go to migration steps also, you have to have this knowledge how to optimize with SAP. What are all the, yes, challenges, yes, migration phases, migration steps, scope definition, readiness, strategies. This is you. It will come. Go. Even I did Google search. It is Google Gemini result or Copilot. It is integrated AI integration. AI result only the first result at the top most search criteria. Below later you will find other results. That is the search engines also integrated with now AI. Yes, the first result you can see, you can go through it. These things as and today most important for working professionals and whoever going to attend also interviews also. Yes, how do we do this migration? Okay, on premise, On cloud, yes. Public cloud, private cloud, yes. These are all the test criteria, Q tools, and all completely. So, okay. So, in future, yes, SAP made that all customers must migrate to SAP. The deadline, the timeline provided is 2027. We are at 2025. So, that's why these migration projects are more nowadays in the market. So, from 27 onwards, yes, we assume that we will continue with HANA and S4 HANA only. We will go to up to this level. Yes, okay. This is what I am giving the future dimensions also, just like some kind of insights and thoughts. Okay, so that you always don't feel like overloaded. We studied a lot. In this journey, you have to keep open to learn many things. Many things. Okay, that's the general quick overview. Yes, we will be back. So, what exactly we will learn the basic classic and whoops. After that, we there is a one concept called as cross applications. Under cross applications, we have that RFC, BAPI, CLE, IDOCS. We will cover everything. Then that proxy web services, we will cover it. Then we will go to this interface. This particularly 7.5 new syntaxes also we will study. Then we will go to this. Yes, here in between there is a OData interface is there. Nowadays, everywhere they are introducing on O capital D capital OData. It is actually Microsoft tool. OData is used by SAP. Yes, OData interface it is called as. But it is more on demand. In the Fury applications, OData will be consumed there. OData in service definitions, how we see GWT code and entity sets, everything we'll study OData concept after that. After OData, then we have to learn the HANA ABAP. That is under HANA ABAP, primarily your code push down techniques and what exactly the code in-memory computing concepts, how it is executing all those performance and all. Basically, CDS and AMDP. These two are CDS views, AMDP views. Okay, we have to study in detail here. Yes, this is. Then after that only, with this knowledge only, we can go to the BTP, Business Technology Platform. Then after, then in this is called REST, REST. So this is the way we have RESTful application. Okay. It is called as RAP, where used, managed, unmanaged scenarios, RESTful applications, where that get, put, all those methods are there, how it can be used, everything. In OData also we have to study. So ultimately, this is the sequence. I'm giving a kind of roadmap to you. Nobody can directly learn these advanced levels. We have to, everyone should come in this sequence only for better understanding. Because if you bypass directly, go and learn new things directly, lot of confusion rather than clarity. Even that is time taking also, you have to go this way only. See, I will tell you an example. We cannot say that C is outdated or C++ is outdated because entire applications developed by using C, that is the big core foundation. So that's why actually, if anybody want to start the programming journey, they will start with C first, later on CPP. After C++, then somebody will learn .NET or somebody will learn Java, somebody will learn SAP ABAP. This is the way the sequential coding. So that initially the advantage of learning C is you will come to know the basic foundation like what exactly programming is. How do we declare? What is the meaning of syntax? How do you write the, what is a basic error, syntax error, runtime error? How do you, what is a compiler, interpreter? All those basics covered in the C++ areas. Then learning others, okay, application learning is very easy. Okay, yes. So, because in ABAP, we have to study not only these things, we have a BSP and WebDinfo concepts. That is nothing but how browser based will work also, we have to learn. Then again, we have to learn some kind of Fury concepts, how apps concepts works in SAP, because all are related to our technical. Yes, technical area only. There are lot of other tools, VS Code tool, and as well as um, BAS. BAS is also there. BAS environment, Cloud Foundry environment. So many things are there. We have to learn. So because I am giving a kind of um, advanced level overview. This is our approach roadmap. Okay, we will continue this journey. Right, coming back to where we stopped. Yes, this is your programming features. So in programming, this, yes, ABAP is a next. ABAP is typed typed language. What is the meaning of typed? All the programming languages obviously typed only, but there are certain programming language where code generators are there. Code generated generates the code. In WebDinfo, we can found some code generators. Otherwise, we have, okay, mostly type everything. If you want to type everything, you have to learn everything. You cannot copy and paste and adjust it as per the requirement. That's okay, but it is good to have all the syntaxes. You have to by heart it. That comes into memory with the repetition, number of times. Same program you have to type it. Either you write it in paper or else directly you write it in the editor only. So that initially while learning you will get lot of errors. So errors through also, each error through you can analyze and solve it. Learn errors through also you can learn it this way only. Okay, clear. So these are all about your uh, kind of ABAP programming introduction features. Yes. Then after that, we have to learn the editor and editor standards and all. We will go with this. Yes. Next, ABAP program is having main advantage because it is the advantage of ABAP programming is, yes, the program is not case sensitive. This is, what is the meaning of case? That is the differentiation between uppercase and lowercase. That is called as case sensitive. Suppose if you want to use a, this is called as a write statement. Suppose write, WRIT. All caps is accepted, and at the same time all small case is also, lowercase also, complete uppercase, complete lowercase also accepted. And yes, we have what next? Small caps combination also accepted. Yes, this is small caps combination. That is initial letter, the beginning letter is caps, rest goes in small. This is called as init cap, unit cap case. Initial letter, capital letter. So all are permitted. This is the main advantage. If you go to the CPP, other programming languages are case sensitive. Here you no need to worry about the case part. Yes. So ABAP is a, yes. ABAP program is space sensitive. What is the meaning of space means? Yes. ABAP keywords. Yes. Yes. ABAP keywords must be typed, okay, with space. With the space. That is, you have to give, yes, we have to provide before space, before space after of each keyword. Not only that, even operators also considered as keywords. Okay, operators also considered as keywords, so that what happens, we have to each operator before, okay, each operator before and after, okay, we have to provide space. Suppose if you go to the C language, we will write simply write, we will write this expression. This is your expression. Okay, whatever the termination, line termination. Okay, yes, this way. This is your C language code. But I want to write the same program in like ABAP. What you have to do is, yes, you have to go with C space. Okay, that is, what are these things here? If you go to space, A space, plus space, B dot, I converted in ABAP. Yes. So here you can see that operators and operands C, A, B are considered as, okay, are operands. And what next? Equals to and plus are operators. So operators, addition, assignments, operators. Okay. So what is the fundamental rule is space sensitivity. Space we have to provide it here, because I will give you all the list of keywords, all the list of operators where you have to provide the space, okay, before and after. You have to, so many uh, things we have to study. We will go into in detail discussion of these things also, right? So, like we have in every programming language, we have operators list, but in ABAP, we have a separators list. Yes. Okay. Operator purpose is different. Separators are used to separate two operands. Okay. That is nothing but, yes, there are a lot of list is there. Suppose this is called as a one arrow, right? Uh, what is that? Single arrow. Yes. Okay. Because I am using all technical terms, this is double arrow, but there is no double arrow keyword there in the keyboard. If you look at the keyboard, there is no double arrow. So you have to write equals to, then this greater than symbol. Then only you can type the double arrow. So these things, when there is a operator, you have to must to provide the space. It is okay. We have to must to provide space. This must means mandatory. Okay, compulsory. But separators must not provide the space. That is, if you provide space here, that is a error in case of separators. But in operators, if you don't provide, that is error over there. So you have to aware of these two differences also. So we have one concept called as, this one is tilde. Yes. So I am using this tilde. Okay. Yes. Tilde also. So this is also act like a what is that? Separator. Yes. So this is actually, we simply in grammar we call it as a dash, but technically it is hyphen. So hyphen is a act like a, what is that? It is a separator. Yes. Even this here you have that underscore. So underscore, this is also another type of uh, okay. Next we have dot. Dot is nothing but period. Dot, technically it is not dot or full stop. It is, because general English is different. For grammarly we say that, but here it is technically dot is called as a period. So here generally we will use the period immediately as a line terminator. So in ABAP program, each line is terminated by period only. That is important. So this way I can give you some type of okay, like operators list as well as separators list. Also, we will just, I am introducing these things. We will keep on extending, enhancing this topic, because all of a sudden I'll go and write something here. So you should not confuse. You have to follow the same sequence. Okay, right. So rather than waiting, we introducing on the theoretical mode, we will write one small test program. Then later we will come back for the remaining theory. Yes, if you go to first, let me log in. So you go to SE38 ABAP editor. Editor is the place where you write the code, right? So first, ABAP program. Obviously, program is a repository. So you have to, what you have to do? You have to develop our program with our namespace. This is my namespace. So specify the program name with the YRZ. Click on create. Click on create. So here you can write test program or my first program. Okay, anything go. Go to that type, then program attribute. Because once I click on create, editor does not display by default. What happens first? Attribute screen comes here. In attributes, some are mandatory, some are optional. Title is mandatory, type is mandatory. So we have to specify the type. There are these many ABAP so I am taking type 1 for executable program. Once you take one, LDB came, other options gets enabled that we will observe later. That's it. Specify the title, specify the type, then go to the save. Because the program PROs, program also repository object, it must belongs to any one of the package. If something is stored in SAP, it must belong to either built-in package or custom package, right? So now Either you save it in dollar $TMP. So we have our package. This is our package. Continue with this was my package is under STR. I will save it. EVP. This is okay, TR. Under my TR, I just save. So now, if you go to this is the editor. So editor, empty editor, you can zoom in like this. Okay. So that it will be more visible closely. You can see this. Right. This is the empty editor where you can write the okay. Here I will write simply test program. Right. So now we will write welcome to SAP. Okay, that's it. So this is a single statement. Okay, save it. Program is saved. Then this is inactive now. Check. No syntax errors found in port. Actually, if you look at, we are creating a program, but why the title is given as the report, status bar message as given as the report? Because type 1 programs are used for reports. That's what the observation. When you select in the drop down program type 1, 1 equals to executable program. Executable programs are used for reporting purpose. That is what the hidden way, silent way of learning many things. Okay, yes. Then coming to the activate, because you have to observe in that way to get the mastery. So go to the activate. It is inactive state. Then activate. Yes. So green color tick mark. Objects activated. Okay, that is you can do several objects, multiple objects you can activate at a time, which is mass activation. So result you can find the status is turned into true. Once it is active, the next it is ready to show the output. So you go back, yes, click on your fate. So you will get out. So if you want to test it, this is what direct processing, or else keyboard through. If I click F8, F8, F8 also showing the output. So F3 is again back. Okay, F8 and F3. Yes. The way menu through you can search. Program execute direct processing. This is the way you can see. This is the editor screen. Once you F8, this is the output screen we are calling it as. So what is the coding skills, programming skills? Nothing but we will keep on change the program code, source code, till we get the required output, desired output. So I'll show you. For example, this is your uh, first state. Welcome to SAP. As it is printing. So I am going to write color 1. Okay, color 1. Just for every change, because active program I did change by adding color. Go to save now. It is saved. When it is again turned back to inactive mode, you have to check. No errors found. Then activate. So why because we have done the changes to the existing program. For every change, you are responsible to activate. Active program output only you have to see. Yes, this is the color one result, background color. It is not text color, the background color is added, right? So what happens if you go to the, I want to type this code number of times. So there are, you place the cursor here, you click on Control D. Control D for duplicate. Okay. Otherwise, quickly I did duplicate. Just as it is replication, second line came. Otherwise, normal old style. Select it, right click, copy, Control C. All Microsoft, Control X, Control Z, all those Microsoft you can find a replacement search. It will work. So go for Control C, then paste. Place the cursor at desired required position. Right click, Control V. Right. Mouse through Control V. Sorry, keyboard through. Yeah, edit paste is there. No, this is not a say. This is not a Microsoft menu, right? We don't have that paste directly in the this one. So we have to right click, because see that means you have to search for right click options. You have to look for any kind of paste option. No, it is not available. Even menu options paste is not there. So if you see this, there is no paste. That is right click also. You have to start using now onwards, because in SC11 we use right click very rarely. In editor, at every operand position, whatever is supported, yes, this is your, yes, okay, it's Control V, yes, that is you are reading from clipboard viewer, yes, this is about your overall. Now I will keep this right statement as it is. Go back to color code, I will simply change it. So ABAP supports 1 to 7 color IDs. Okay, after that, as a sequence, we have to do save, check, and activate. But I am in a hurry, I don't want to do every time. Simply activate, no worries. It will implicit, it does the save first, check next. That is, if any errors are there, it will display, it will throw the errors first. Later, it will go for activate. So you have to, it is active means everything is okay. Now test it. This is the result. So what is that? Background colors only change, not text colors. That's what you have observed. So when you write, it is writing the output in a adjacent. Adjacent means one after another. Okay. But I don't want the output to be displayed in this way. You want to display the output in a new line. So if you want to display the output in a new line, one of the way is new hyphen line. So new line is a keyword in ABAP. Yes, activate test. So color 1 and color 2, color between the color 2 output came into a new line. So one way is you can write a new line at every this thing. That is one of the way. Otherwise you can go to write slash here. So slash, okay, simply slash. So see, this is slash is a separator. I forgot. So this way I will go and add this slash. Slash. Right. So slash doesn't require space. Even I provide space also it's accepting. Yes. Suppose, yes, you can write without a space also. Both cases I can show you. So slash is a kind of slash through. You can print output in a new line. Yes, you have got the output in a new line. So there are two ways to get output in new. One way is keyword new line, otherwise slash. Okay, clear? Right. Next, you have to have one more example. That is, suppose slash followed by uh, like column position, because this is all the earlier it was adjacent, now it came into new line. So same with different colors in a new line, but we are extending that. This output should be big. It is displayed at so just like a test program T started, similarly W also started. That is output is going to display on the first column position onwards. But I want to move this column positions this way. How do you move it? Simply, this is by default at a column position at 1. That is, it is displaying at this column position 1. What is that 1? 1 is this. You are printing by default at 1. Yes, now I am writing at 5. That is, whether it is 1 you write it or don't write it, that is implicit is 1. This is what you have to observe it. Lot of things quickly you have to learn, because I am introducing listening 2 hours means you have to focus, because I have covering a lot many minute level things. You have to immediately note it down and catch it. So this is column position 1, this is column position 5, output column position 5. Next, I want this column position at 10. Yes. So column position 10, this is your output. But this slash and the column position, if I give space, this is causing error. Yes. So yes, error. Red color means error. You no need to wait, go for syntax check, you will get error now. Yes, error. What is the error? The specified format, see, you have to see that below section, this is editor. Editor is split into above code, below is explanation. What is that? This is your ABAP, so line 12. Where is the cursor position? Current cursor position is blinking here. Line number 12, column number 9. That is, you can see this. Okay. So numlock mode is working. Numlock on and off, you can do this. But if you go to the below section, what is this? Here, some error 1 in so and so program. Yes, error type. Error type is error. Red color is okay. Error. Warnings are displayed in yellow color. Yes. Next, correction proposal possible. Yes, this icon comes if it is auto correction possible. If icon is not displayed, you cannot correct it. Line number 12, description. Try to read this error. The specified format slash and 15 must be specified as a one word. That is, it should be written like this, SAP given. So I can go and correct it manually. Otherwise, I can make use of the SAP given feature called as auto correction feature. Just auto click on that, it will correct automatically. But it is corrected, but one is removed. So that's the problem with auto corrections. So now it is accepted. So separate. Then go to print. Yes, after 20 space is required. No, not required. Yes, this also another observation. After 25, I provide space, it's okay, accepted. Yes. So there are many types of things you have to observe it. This is what. Okay. All combinations you can find it over here. Okay. Yes. Many like what exactly this 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is output column position. Output column position. In the output, which column position you want to display the output? Yes. So here the output at column position 1, column position 5, new line with column position 5, new line with 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if you observe me, what I did, see, I started program first with write statement, single write statement, isn't it? I saw the output. Later on, I got one extended thought, why can't I add the background color? Okay, I added, tested. Then I got one more thought that why don't we display 7 colors? Extension thought. Okay, I copy pasted, I added 7 colors, color IDs. Okay, then displayed. The output was displaying adjacent. I got extended thought, why can't we display in new line? So for new line purpose, I introduced one keyword also, one slash separator also. So slash is a separator. Okay, yes. Okay, because why I'm saying is that if you come to here, yes, simply write a single line ABAP is also accepted. Yes, but you have to, yes, this is your, hmm. So write, see, this type of error you are getting. So go to syntax check. Write is not expected. Similar write statement. That means write is a keyword. After keyword, space required. Yes, because of that keyword. Then this space is required also. If you provide also okay. If you don't provide also, you will get this way without background. Okay, this way all the thoughts. That means whatever the thought comes, you see, you will find different. Wantedly, I mentioned with space, without space, all these things you have to learn it. Okay, yes. You type in what is this single quote? Right is a keyword here, and line terminated. Every line terminated by period here. Without period also, you will get an error. And moreover, you have to see by mistake, I forgot giving line terminator. Then you will get error. Error is the statement new line was not concluded, period missing. So technically, dot is called as a period. Yes, period is missing. Where period is missing? At row number, line number 9. Yes. So if you keep this correction, yes, correction could not be executed due to modification. So this type of errors are there. So you have to terminate each line by using dot. Then okay. So you have to understand and try to understand that error explanation accordingly. You correct it. Okay. So finally, just casually, I extended the code like this because this is my requirement. I achieved in ABAP this way. Okay. So this is a first program, just like a Hello World program, or test program, or my first program, or welcome program. Okay. Got it? So you also try these this program steps. Suppose if you go to what you have to do is because immediately I need to write hmm, steps. to create custom row. Steps. I'm typing the steps. You have to note. So execute T code SC38. Next what? Specify the program name. Details with why you are Java. Click on create. Yes. Next specify title. Title. Specify meaningful title. Okay. Don't you have to type title only will be reflected in the output. Then specify the program type. Specify program type as type 1 as of now. Yes. Now click on save or local object. Okay, save as local object. It goes to $TMP package. Yes, either way you can. Now, yes, what happens? That is already covered. One statement is enough. Save as local object. Yes. Next, we have to. Yeah, then editor will be displayed. So what happened till here? You reach it to this place. Okay, after attribute screen, your editor comes into picture. Then type the code. Type the code for where this is you have to implement it. Once that is done, then finally save it again. Save, then check, then activate. Save, check, and activate. You got it. After that, we have to go for test. Save, check, and activate and test or to execute. Okay. So these are all the minimum uh, basic steps you have to follow. Because if you want to type editor cannot be reached directly. First for that, program name first, then we have to provide the title and program type in attributes screen because this is your. Yes. When we go to the save as local object, this is your a small dialog box comes with object directory entry dialog box because why we have to type these things means you have to observe this way because after type the program code means using editor, that is using ABAP editor. So how many screens we crossed it? First, this is your once you try, yes, this is your initial screen. Which screen? ABAP editor initial screen. In initial screen, you have to type the program name. Then click on create. It will take you to the attribute screen where you have to provide the title and the program type. Attribute screen. When you click on save, there is a dialog box appears. After that only you can see the editor. That is, editor is not visible just like a in C++ keyboard shortcut is there. Directly you double click. No, you can. These are all the steps you have to follow. Then after editor comes, you type the program. Here also there are a lot of rules you have to follow while typing the code. Those rules are called as syntax rules. There are some basic rules you have to follow, some standard coding standard rules you have to follow. And you have to, yes, finally, your program should be typed without syntax errors and all. So go for save and check. It will thoroughly check the syntax errors. Then finally, you can see the output also. Okay. Yes, this is your overall basic preliminary steps. There are errors also two types expected. That is called as static errors and dynamic errors. Static errors are syntax errors, and the next dynamic errors are runtime errors. So we have to solve all the things, everything. Okay. So this is about your introductory session of ABAP programming. Okay, we will go to, so whatever being discussed, you revise it before attending tomorrow session, because if you attend without revision, what will happen to, I feel like you are thorough everything, so that I will keep on extend the stuff. If you did not remember or revise the stuff, going forward, it is going to be very tough. You cannot catch the flow also at one stage. That's why revision is must mandatory. Listening 2 hours required, minimum 2 hours revision, so that you will reach to the comfortable stage. That's the sincere advice to all.